Hi, I'm Jim Gordon for SmallCapPower, and we are live and welcoming you to the Sprott Symposium in downtown Vancouver. I'm sitting here now with John-Mark Staude. He is the Director, President, and CEO of Riverside Resources Inc. John, thank you for joining us.
Great to be with you.
Thank you. As we do with everyone, let's start with a general overall look at Riverside Resources Inc.
Well, Riverside is a prospect generator. We're a mineral exploration company. Myself founded the company 11 years ago. We have 44 million shares out. We have a cash position of $2.5 million, no debt. We have projects mainly in Mexico.
I was going to say, you've made your home in various parts of Mexico, and I guess, what, southern Arizona?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very
Can you
much
talk a little
so.
bit about that?
I can. You know, I actually did my PhD in mineral economics and economic geology in Arizona at the University of Arizona.
Shout out to them, huh?
It was good, you know, and doing a PhD, we actually followed on gold projects. So that's a gold project, the Sugarloaf Peak Gold Project. That's one of the projects that Riverside has. And we vended that over to a group called Crisis, and that's good. We also have gold projects in Sonora, just south of Arizona. Sure. Very safe, easy place to work. In fact, our lead project there, the Cecilia project.
I was going to say, yeah, that's one of your bigs for 2018, yeah?
It is, you know, and if you go to our website, you actually see the drone footage.
You mentioned the Cecilia project. You have another one you're working on and focusing on in 2018 is Panolas?
Exactly, and that's down in Durango. It's a very high grade, very nice gold and silver, high grade silver project. You can go underground, but you actually go right open pit, right near the surface, and it's an old mining camp. You know, Mexico has 10 of the 13 largest silver deposits on the planet.
Didn't know that, okay, yeah.
So on the planetary scale, Mexico has been the leader for 500 years of silver producing. So 500 years, long time, 10 out of 13, pretty big. So yeah, so we have high grade silver, big silver in Mexico. We're playing big games in Riverside.
Very
big
nice.
Upside. Yeah.
And giving me and our viewers a history lesson as well on that about Mexico, 500 years, well done. One of the questions I'm often feeling the need to ask people such as yourself when you're in different countries around the world is, how does the political situation affect what you're doing, especially when you get a country that is democratic or elements of it where a new government is coming in every 3 or 4 or 5 years. Can you talk a bit about what has just recently, as we're doing this interview, not 2 weeks ago, a new government is moving in Mexico in early December. Can you talk about how that affects you and what you have to say to your investors?
Exactly. Well, we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for the election to happen. The last year it's been difficult because whenever you're coming up on election, it was pretty clear that the pre-party, Piñeta, wasn't going to get reelected.
Right.
But who was going to win? Now, on July 1st, the election happened and Obrador won, which is actually good. It's good because we know who won.
Yeah.
It's good because we now have clarity for where to go. And also, we've had a lot of stalled slowness in Mexico. So the investment didn't want to come into Mexico.
Right.
The investment was worried what was going to happen. So now you can see, okay, it's going to go forward. However, the political party that's coming in is not as capitalistic, is somewhat more populist,
right.
And so there's a concern or a wondering what's going to happen. So we believe that the things we're hearing and sensing is continually more central line, more positive, and really seeing that to get capital to come, it needs to be favorable to it. And yes, good decision. The future does look good, and particularly now that we have clarity. As of December 1st, the new president can come in and begin to make these changes that will be positive. Opening up of the concessions, freeing up of properties that haven't been, and also getting the taxes back to the corporations will be things that would really help to get more investment into Mexico.
John, thank you for the inside look from your experience at what's going on in Mexico with the new president set to take office at the end of this year. John-Mark Staude is the CEO, President, and Director, 3 titles all there, of Riverside Resources Inc. You can also find out more information on them. And you were talking about, you're going to probably put some information on what we just discussed on your website sometime in the next little while. It's rivres.com, RIVRES.com. John, thank you for stopping by our studios.
Thank you.
Cheers.